in Florida. You may remember that Andrew Gillum lost by 0.4%, and Senator Nelson lost by 0.1%. And part of that delayed receipt of mail ballots due to a central sorting facility that had had a closure due to terrorist pipeline being mailed through it. And what's instructive about that is how Senator Nelson and Mayor Hill reacted, which is they didn't attack the process. They didn't accuse the election workers of meddling. They didn't claim that there was massive. I represented Senator Nelson and we fought hard during the count. And then we understood that the votes that had been cast had been counted. And what I really worry about is the president right now.
I'm gonna go for my wizard. Trying to get level 70, then level 50. I'm gonna go and sack at this.
I hope that post-election day he acts more responsibly, although I don't have high hopes for that.
Well, the reason we're dedicating a full hour to this is because of our concerns about how the vote's going to be counted, what will things be like after election day, and therefore why we have two lawyers leading our show today. Anyway, Mark Elias, Ben Ginsberg. Ben, good luck with retirement. I see what you're trying to do. Thank you. It'll suck you back in, my friend. They will suck you back in, man. I can just say it.
Congratulations.
Both of you.
Congratulations.
Anyway. Thank you both.
Okay,
Much
there we
appreciated.
go.
Up next, we'll take you to one of the largest vote processing centers in the country and show you what happens to your ballot after you mail it in. Stay with us.
Nothing useful.
When it comes to buying a home, they say cash is king. But you're a queen, and that's just as powerful.
Okay, so get through this. What are you selling? Shite, that's what she's selling. Okay, let's go to Windsor Shire. Hopefully not die several times. Get overrun. That's just how these things go. Going here. This way.
Learning a lot. Finding cool stuff to watch. Dad's got some new workout buddies. And I still get to spend time with you.
Okay, so they're dead. This commentary is going to be tracked because I have no one else in here. So there's not really much to be going on. You might hear my grandfather or grandother grandparents or sister in the background, or TV.
24 times faster than today's 4G networks.
That is the fastest 5G in the world. For the network where people rely. This is 5G built right. Home on trust.
Camera quality is shit because I don't have it. I don't have an actual recording software.
Tending lives of honeys and mentoring a teenager. Your life is just as unique. A Raymond James financial advisor gets to know you, your passions, and the way you help others. So you can live your life. That's life well planned.
Welcome back. With 190 million Americans eligible to vote by mail this year, spurred by COVID concern, states are preparing for an unprecedented surge in mail-in ballots. So what
You
happens
fucking
to your ballot
bad,
after
dude.
mail? Well, we asked my colleague Jolynn Kent to take us to one of the largest and most prepared of all vote processing centers in the country. It's in Orange County, California, south of Los Angeles.
I'm gonna get claimed from having news in the background. Fuck's sake.
In a month, all of these envelopes will be stuffed with ballots and sent out to voters. Once they're returned here to the registrar, that's when the process kicks into high gear. Orange County's nonpartisan chief elections official, Neil Kelly, oversees the 5th largest voting jurisdiction in the United States. He says he's running a military-style operation to handle what's likely to be the biggest mail-in vote ever.
I think we're probably going to see upwards of 90%, honestly, for the November election.
That
could add up to 1.2 million in Orange County. Kelly has been anticipating the onslaught since the pandemic hit in March, investing more than $1 million in machinery and doing dry runs to prepare.
You know, I lose sleep a lot at night. I think every election official does. And one of the things that I skip over is making sure the voters understand their options.
The options: mailing your ballot early, drop it off in one of these secure drop boxes, or deliver it in person to a vote center starting 4 days before Election Day. You can, of course, always vote in person.
So when your ballot arrives, the first thing it does is go into this piece of equipment. And what this piece of equipment does at a very high speed, it's calculating that signature in a split second.
What happens if your signature is not legitimate?
It goes to another tier for additional review.
A human is comparing the signature here?
Correct. Correct. The human being is comparing every single signature. So if it's good ballots, then these ballots come into this device right here. And this piece of equipment actually splits the envelope open. And this operation will allow each individual ballot.
Is he able to see the one at my ballot?
No. The secrecy of the ballot remains because it stays folded here until it goes to another team to open it flat.
This is the moment that ballot comes in and we scan it, and we're capturing all the data.
Hello, Mr. Cow.
Although Orange County captures mail-in ballots as soon as they arrive, no actual votes are tallied until Election Day. California allows ballots to arrive up to 17 days after Election Day, as long as they're postmarked by November 3rd. Kelly has 30 days by state law to count all the votes, but believes they could finish in 2 weeks. As for the criticism from the White House,
mail-in ballots will lead to the greatest fraud.
Universal mail-in is a very dangerous thing. It's fraud.
Come on, let's go.
And every other thing that can happen.
I try and stay out of the political fray as the election official, right? But just in general, when we talk about the security of mail-in voting in general, I think it has more secure aspects than in-person voting.
What we saw is a situation where the county has the time, money, and resources to handle the expected surge in mail-in
Finally.
voting. But that's just not the case nationwide. Not all counties are this fortunate or prepared.
Oh shit, there's someone already here.
Jolene Kent with our report there in Southern California, Jolene. Thank you. As sophisticated, by the way, as the mailing system is in California, it still takes quite a bit of time to get resolved. For instance, in 2018, 17 House races in California were polling after Election Day. 12 of them more than a week later. When we come back, Attorney General William Barr last week said it is reckless and dangerous to shift the widespread mail-in voting. Is that really true? Coming up, how states are getting ready for Election Day.
Shit. If you wonder which Diablo this is, it's Diablo 3.
Find a stock based on your interests or what's trending. Get real-time insights and your customized view of the market. Use smarter trading technology for smarter trading decisions. Fidelity.
Fuck. Ah, copyright claim. Fuck's sake.
Achieve 90% clearer skin at 4 months after just 2 doses.
Skyrizi may increase your risk of infections and lower your ability to fight them. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or coughs, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
I feel free to clear my skin. Visit Skyrizi.com.
map might as well see. It's not enemies over here. Shit, get back!
This is Decision Tech. Find a stock based on your interests or what's trending. Get real-time insights in your customized view of the market. And smarter trading technology for smarter trading decisions. Fidelity. This week on Today. It's back to school and back to business. Today's got an all-star lineup. The NFL, Allie Wiseman, and BTS. It's all happening this week on Today.
Welcome back. How you vote by mail depends on where you live. 9 states in Washington
Shit.
automatically send ballots to voters. Voters in another 10 states automatically get an application for absentee ballots. And in half the states,
Fuck, that's doing a lot of damage.
vote by mail without an excuse or with the coronavirus as an excuse. In 6 states, mostly in the South, require an excuse to vote absentee. By the way, 20 states have changed their rules.
What the heck is that? Spectral blade, intelligence, and nothing
And
useful.
joining me now are 3 state officials whose job it will be to oversee the voting in their respective states. Republican Secretary of State Frank LaRose of Ohio, Democratic Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson of Michigan, and
That's
State
some
Board
damn
of
quickly.
Elections Director Karen Brinson Bell of North Carolina. Welcome all of you to meet the press. And Karen Brinson Bell, I'm going to start with you, North Carolina. Friday, absentee ballots went out. How would you say your level of, where is your level of concern when it comes to preparedness for this election season?
We have been optimistic the entire time. This is not the first time that North Carolina has been 60 days out in delivering absentee by mail ballots. That's par for the course in our state. It's just that we're trying to get out more than we
Damn
typically
it.
would.
Yeah.
But we were fortunate to
I know,
have our
legendary.
primary as part of
Keep
Super
going, spin for
Tuesday.
me.
So we were ahead of the pandemic. We have had a small election in June that helped us to prepare. And I'm so
So
proud of
51.
the 100 county election
Nope,
directors
nope,
and boards for the preparations and steps that they've been taking.
Frank LaRose, unlike Karen mentioned that North Carolina was on Super Tuesday, so avoided a COVID postponement. You guys did postpone, so you basically had to run the traps a couple of times. How important was that experience for you going into November?
You know, Ohio had a primary set for March 17th. The governor made the decision that it wouldn't be safe to go forward with in-person voting, so our state legislature chose to conclude the election as an all-postal primary. Of course, we carried that out in the Some of the lessons that we learned from that, though, is that our boards of elections are incredibly well-positioned to handle high volumes of absentee voting.
What concern right now do you have about November as far as Ohio's preparations are concerned?
The thing we're thinking about more than anything right now is poll worker recruitment. It takes 35,000 Ohioans to run in-person election day, and so we're doing all we can to recruit those poll workers. And next, we're making sure that we get accurate information out of Ohio. It's just crucial that people have reliable information. That's why your profession is protected by the very First Amendment. And that's why one of my most important jobs is being that source of accurate and trusted information for Ohio's voters.
Jocelyn Benson, what did you learn from Michigan's experience? You ended up with a high volume of mail-in ballots. Obviously, we're going through a whole bunch of election changes since 2016 that you're going to be implementing for the first time. So give me your assessment of where you feel like Michigan is right now.
One of the silver linings of 2020 for us has been options for voters and opportunities to clarify those options. Voters in Michigan can vote early by mail. They can return ballots through a drop box. There's close to 1,000 secure drop boxes all around the state. They can vote early in person at their clerk's office, and then every precinct will be open on election day. We've been able to hone this plan for November through 3 successful elections that we've had already this year, where we've seen in every single one, turnout has doubled, putting us on track to have Michigan's November election be the highest turnout ever in the history of our state.
I want to go to the postal service issue. You were pretty concerned about it at one time. Where are you now? Have you had reassurances
Not anything
from
useful?
the
Nope.
postal service folks that you've dealt with
No,
since
is that useful?
this kerfuffle began?
But yes, and I have spoken directly with the Postmaster General, and we've been in constant communication with our postmaster leaders and postal leaders on the ground here in Michigan.
Not
We're
resistant.
approaching this from a two-pronged strategy. One is to make sure the system works, that citizens can receive their ballots and return them on time. We've created drop boxes as a workaround for citizens who may not feel comfortable or wait till the last minute to return their ballots. But we're now also facing a perception issue. The changes in the Postal Service, if nothing else, have created confusion and chaos where none existed prior. And so the voter education and the confidence boosting we now have to do and will do to ensure voters feel confident that their vote is sent to the mail account is a key part of our work moving forward.
Frank LaRoe, talk to me about security in your drop boxes in Ohio.
So we require that they be under 24-hour video surveillance. They are emptied every day by a bipartisan team at the county boards of elections. That's part of the security protocols. Again, Ohioans trust that whether they mail in their empty ballot or whether they use the secure drop box at the board of elections, that their voice will be heard because they can track their ballot by going to our website, voteohio.gov, just like you track a package, and I know many other states are as well, so you can have that confidence that the board of elections has received your ballot.
Chairman Bell, I'm curious, you're going to be dealing with more absentee ballots than ever before, and it is going to slow down the counting and the processing of this. Walk me through what is, how quickly can you verify mail-in ballots? And can you verify them before you count them in order to speed up the count?
I think North Carolina is uniquely positioned for this because we began sending out absentee by mail ballots on September 4th to nearly 600,000 absentee requests that we had received. We are ahead of the game in sending out those ballots. That's more time for voters to return them. We also have had in place for a number of years now the ability to process absentee by mail ballots in advance of election days. We also tabulate on election day the results from our one-stop early voting, which we think will be about 50% of the ballots cast. We'll have probably had 30-40% of the ballots cast absentee by mail. So even by the close of polls on election night, we may be reporting as much as 80% of our voter turnout and how they've chosen before at the time the polls close.
So you may end up being a fast counting state with the results quickly. And I know Ohio and Frank LaRoe, I know you guys process early, which brings me to you, Jocelyn Benson in Michigan. You guys can't start processing until election day. It took a long time to get some results during your primary. Should we be prepared for Thanksgiving and the Michigan results to be coming together?
No, but we should be prepared for this to be closer to an election as opposed to an election day. I mean, the bottom line is we're not going to have the full results and accounting of all of our ballots on election night. We already knew that. And we've asked the legislature to make changes to the law to give us more ability to be prepared and count those ballots more efficiently. They have not acted for reasons that I don't completely understand. But that said, we're increasing tabulators. We're increasing capacity to more efficiently and securely count those ballots. But I'm also laser focused on accuracy. And if it takes a few extra days to ensure we have a full and accurate counting of the results of every race, that's what it's going to take. And we're going to be transparent throughout that whole process to make sure every citizen knows exactly where we are in the counting process and how many more ballots we have to get.
Are you concerned that people may take the delay in getting all the results in Michigan to declare a phony winner?
Yes, but to me, that's just going to be another example of the type of misinformation and disinformation that we're seeing in multiple ways from multiple platforms and voices in this election cycle. So we're going to counter that misinformation. These are ballots that have been counted and reported. This is where the work is still happening, and we'll continue to keep the public updated. And we need that source of trusted information. The facts and data is going to be really important for every Secretary of State this year as we seek to cut through lots of different rhetoric that's going to only be increasing in the weeks coming up to Election Day and beyond.
Frank LaRoe, Senator Marco Rubio of Florida has actually got a bill that would change the day the electors meet from December 14th to January 2nd. Essentially, because he says, look, states may need more time. They may need more time to certify and don't. It's an artificial date, the December 14th, and not in the country. You can shift that around. Would you like more time?
Chuck, we're certainly planning on having our electoral college meet on December 14th. We're preparing for that. Of course, you know, we count the ballots on election night. We always report that as an unofficial tabulation. We know that over the next 10 days, as long as those ballots are legally cast, they continue to be received at our Board of Elections. That's our law here in Ohio. And so we're making it clear that the numbers that you hear on election night are never the final result. And that's going to be even more so the case this year as we rely on more and more absentee balloting. We're even changing the way that our election night reporting is done on our website to make it clear that there still may be tens or hundreds of thousands of outstanding absentee ballots. We expect those to come back in, whether it's one of my former military teammates who's serving overseas or maybe in Ohio and they just procrastinated and waited to the last minute. As long as those ballots are legally cast, they deserve to be counted. And so, again, election night, we'll give a snapshot of those results, but the final tabulation is what really matters.
Jocelyn Benson of Michigan, I think we learned from you that it's election week at a minimum in Michigan. Frank LaRose there of Ohio, obviously poll workers at the priority. We wanted to make sure we brought up the Cameron's about feeling as prepared as you can be. I appreciate all of you. Good luck. We're all counting on all three of you doing an outstanding job. This is one case where, regardless of party, everybody wants all three of you to succeed. So thank you.
Thank you.
When we come back, hundreds of thousands of mail-in ballots from out for New Year's primaries. Coming up, we're going to look at $3 landscape where rejected ballots can make all the difference in the world.
Right now, we're all doing our best to keep each other safe. At Walmart, despite everything that's changed, one thing hasn't, and that's our dedication to you and our communities. We're working together in store and online, through pickup and delivery, to safely get you the essentials you need. Did you know that some aluminum-free deodorants only mask odor? Secret aluminum-free helps eliminate odor instead of just masking it. And come with 3 times more odor fighters. With Secret, odor is one less thing to worry about. Secret.
2020 has been the year of the unthinkable.
Okay, so that's all. Pretty sure that's everything done, right? Yep, that's everything.
Wells Fargo is using some of our locations as drive-up.
They go restock it shit now in the video.
For Americans in need. Donating all the roughly $400 million in PPP processing fees to support nonprofits assisting small businesses. And committing $1 billion to help them end the housing affordability crisis. The unthinkable has happened. Now it's time to rethink how to make a difference.
Over time, you go nose blind to the odors in your home, but others smell this. That's why Febreze Plug has 2 alternating scents, and it eliminates odors for 1,200 hours.
Mornings were made for better things than rheumatoid arthritis. When considering another treatment, ask about Xeljanz, a pill for adults with moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis when methotrexate is not helped enough. Xeljanz can help relieve joint pain and swelling, stiffness, and help stop further joint damage, even without methotrexate. Xeljanz can lower your ability to fight.
That's everything.